Hi, I'm Madam Pamita, and this is Madam Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. Well, today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own natural incense with our incense making kit. We get these from the Incense Dragon, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I love these because when you're making something magical, of course, using natural ingredients, you're going to have the power of that ingredient behind your spell work. But when you're making it yourself, you can also imbue the item with your intention. So as you're making this incense, you can put your spells, your wishes, your intentions, and your prayers into that incense as you're making it. So it's really, really making a gorgeous magical tool. What we're going to end up with will look something like this. We have these gorgeous incense cones. I made these out of an incense making kit, and these are the dried ones, but we're going to be making them with the ingredients and you're going to see them wet. So what you need is the incense making kit, which we see here, and what comes in it are some rubber gloves, some stirring sticks, little popsicle sticks that you can use to stir the incense ingredients. You get a syringe to measure out the water that you're going to be using and adding to the ingredients. And then you get the ingredients themselves, the incense herbs themselves. They're mixed with the gums and the herbs so that they will stick together. So in this kit, which is the Hidden Garden kit, we get white sage, rosemary, and lavender. White sage is used for cleansing, purifying, and also enlightening the mind. Rosemary is used for love and beauty, and lavender is used for calming energy and also for attracting love. So you can blend these together however you wish, or you can do them separately. Now in our example today, we're going to blend all three together. They go together so beautifully and they smell amazing when they're being burned. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take out your herbs and you're going to put them into a mixing bowl. In my case, we're using one of the cauldrons that we sell here at the Parlor of Wonders, but you can use a regular mixing bowl. Cauldron looks pretty magical, though, I have to say. And if you're doing spell work, I mean, like, making magical incense, what could be more magical than a cauldron for making that incense? So as you're adding each ingredient, you can say the intention of what it is that you would like to add to your spell. You know, like I'm adding the rosemary. I want there to be glamour in my life, for me to entice and bewitch, for there to be love and attraction, for me to be beautiful, you know, whatever it is that I'm wanting for my spell work. And we add each of those herbs. And lastly, we're going to add that lavender. Now it's really important that you add the water slowly as you're working with these powders, because you don't want it to get too mushy wet. You want it to be just like kind of like the texture of Play-Doh, or like a dough, but not a wet sticky dough. You don't want it too dry and you don't want it too wet. So there we have all our herbs, and we're going to blend in some water. So we'll mix those up to begin with. Now we're going to add about 15 milliliters. There's 15 milliliters of water per packet. So we're going to start with 15. We have 3 packets in there. So I'm going to add that water. And as I'm adding it, I can be stirring it as well, and adding that, and blending that in, mixing that in. Now when I've stirred this much, you can see it's still very dry. It's just too crumbly and dry. It's like, you know, forming little balls, but it's still way too dry. So we're going to add another 15 milliliters or so of water. And I'm going to add that slowly. You know, I don't want to add, you know, like I said, I don't want to add too much or have it be too wet, because if you've used all the herbs, there's nothing more you can do. So you might want to reserve a little bit extra of the herb blend just in case you get it too wet, and you can add that extra dry herb in there. I'm going to add a little more water and see how we do. We're getting closer. We want it to sort of be the texture of clay with no powdery bits. Another thing you can do to blend it, you know, while we're doing this, you can also put on these gloves and you can blend it and knead it with your hands. Let's add a little more water. Let's start kneading it with our hands, our gloved hands, and see where we get. You can see as I'm sort of kneading it, it's becoming more clay-like. Now, if it's still cracking, it's still too dry, but we're getting pretty close here. I think we might be there. You can form it into a shape. Let's take a look at it outside of the bowl and see what we're at. So we're blending that and mixing it. Let's see if it's, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think we got it here. Maybe a drop more of water. It's a little crumbly still. Just a tad more water. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. If it's too crumbly, your incense is going to fall apart. We want it to be like that nice clay texture. This is looking pretty good. Okay. Once you do that, you have your options. You can roll it into a stick if you want to. You know, roll it into a cylinder. Make it long and skinny like an incense stick. Roll it like a little snake, you know, like that thing you used to do when you were in elementary school, kindergarten. You can roll it into a long incense stick, and you want it to be fairly skinny. Or you can form it into cones like I did. So cone, you just take a piece of it. Make sure there's a base that it can stand on. And then form it into that cone shape. Now you're going to let these dry for, you know, a couple of days, maybe a week. You want it to be completely dry, depending on how humid, how, you know, the temperature of your weather. You know, to be on the safe side, you let it go a week. You know, it could be ready as soon as a couple of days. But there you have it. Once they're dry, they're these amazing incense cones like you see here, and that you would light like a regular incense. You light the tip of it, you let it burn a little bit, and then you blow it out, and you will have real fragrant incense smoke that you will have imbued with your intention. You know, as you're making these cones, you could be saying your prayer or intention. As you're mixing it, saying your prayer or intention. And so you're really creating a beautiful, beautiful tool that is made with all natural ingredients and has the power of those natural ingredients behind it, and something that is really truly of your heart, of your hands, and made by you. I just love these incense kits. So I hope that you enjoy making these amazing magical incense cones and have as much fun with it as I do. Thank you so much for joining me. These incense kits and many, many other cool things are available at parlorofwonders.com. I'm at parlorofwonders.com too, so you can catch me, Madam Pamita, over there, and tons of free information about doing magic spells. I hope to see you there.